What was that noise? Oh, it appears a human has entered my realm. So, why are you here, human? You were walking near an Inari shrine and you fell into this place? One of my servants must have brought you here. Ah, there's the servant who brought you here. My loyal servant, why did you bring this human into my realm? Ah, so you're the one who's been stealing money from my shrines. I'm glad you're here. Who do you think I am to judge you? Well, who do you think you are to talk to a goddess like that? Yes, my name is Irena, the goddess of nature. You were brought here by one of my fox servants when she caught you stealing from my shrines. Yes, you've been stealing from Inari shrines. You were right. Inari doesn't exist. In fact, none of any god from every religion in the world exist. However, any prayers or money we get from those temples or churches go to us. Any money that is donated at the Inari shrines goes to me. So, you have been stealing from me. But now that you're here, I can start properly punishing you. Don't try to start crawling away from me. There are several ways I can punish you. I can erase your memories and make you an obedient servant to me. But that is too easy and simple. Besides, how would this be punishment if you don't remember any of it? I could give you to my servants as a toy. My servants always like something to play with. And if they find out you defiled me, you could become their favorite crew toy. I am aware of how fragile humans are. I could also just chain you up, barely keeping you alive, and take pleasure as you root away and beg for mercy. However, I only save that one for the most extreme punishment. I know this all sounds terrifying, but this is divine punishment after all. Perhaps I'll go easy on you if you give me back the money you stole from me. What? You don't have it. You already spent it on worthless things? You gave it all to charity. You stole from me, but you used it for something nice. Why? So you didn't think that gods existed at all. So you thought that people giving money to what you thought didn't exist was a waste. So you just stole it to give it to better use? That's actually kind of nice of you to do that. I'm sorry I was being that harsh on you. But you were still stealing, so I have to punish you. Okay, I probably don't have a need to. But you are kind of misguided, should we say. You have good intentions, but have bad ways of doing them. So how about this punishment? I'll make you a god. Yes, I said that. But I will, from this day, take care of you, and teach you what's right and what's wrong. I don't want to turn my back and find out you have erased half of the human race. Not that I expect you to do that, but I do need to be careful with you. I'm only going to give your new divine powers one at a time. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to punish you anymore. How about this? I'm going to give your first power to you. I'm just going to make you immortal. Immortality doesn't make you a full-fledged god, but it is the first step. Oh yes, to make sure that you don't go mad with these powers. These are technically rental powers, shall we say? I can take them away from you within the first 3 months. But after that, they are yours permanently. However, to be absolutely certain you aren't trying anything atrocious, I also took away a few abilities for the time being. I made it so you can no longer kill. If you try to, you will encounter bad luck that will constantly prevent you from doing important things. For that matter, I'm also going to make you a low-level deity for now. For your next divine power, I shall grant you the ability to grant wishes. But you will be limited in what you can grant. Things like good fortune and small miracles. Again, I'm doing this because I don't want you to do horrible things. Step out of line, and I won't hesitate to punish you severely. But I won't expect you to do that. I'll eventually make you as powerful as me, but all in due time. Come on now. Why don't you lay on your mother's lap? Of course, I am your mother. I said I would train and take care of you. That makes me your mother. It's very difficult to be a god. I know plenty of wisdom that will help you. The first thing a god masters is itself. But come, let me take you back to your new home. You are not my first kin, but you are the first one I adopted from the human world. I had 7 children before. Many of them are related to nature. For example, I am the goddess of nature, but my daughter Maya is the goddess of rivers. What god will you be? I am not sure of that yet. It will be known once you have more of your divine powers. Here we are, your new home. I see my fox servants have tidied up the place. Yes, like I said, my servants are foxes. Just like Inari. I guess I do have a few things in common with her. I am perhaps the closest god to her. Come, sit down with me. I just noticed that your hair is already turning green, just like mine. My hair is green to match the color of nature. When I give you your immortality, I give you some of my essence. It establishes a basic connection between us. We are still not related by blood, but this establishes a divine relationship to show that you gained your godhood from me. Interesting, isn't it? Let me show these plants I've been growing. My beautiful creations. Many of these plants have yet to exist in your world. This beautiful green rose, for example. It is just too precious to let humans lay their mortal eyes on it. Perhaps one day, I let it grow in the human world. Come, try and smell it. That's wonderful, isn't it? Come now, give your mother a hug. Don't worry, as long as you behave, I will love you as one of my own. Perhaps I should give you a servant. Hey, you there. This is the servant who brought you here. She is willing to become your servant now. Why don't the two of you get acquainted? Oh, how very adorable. Look at that. She wants to lay on your lap. She's looking for your attention. You should pet her on the back. When you don't need anything from your servants, they will seek your personal attention. Being a god doesn't mean that you don't have time for your servants. If you want to keep your servants loyal, you need to give them your appreciation. This servant you get from me is free. But you must gain more servants for yourself. I will teach you how to do that. I will teach you how to get more to follow you. There is something I want to show you. Follow me. You see this room. This bedroom is where all my children sleep in. Now, it is yours. My own kin should have its own bedroom. Over here is your bed. Right here is your dresser and your bookshelves. Here is a fox bed for your servants to sleep in. Well, for your only servant to sleep in at the moment. Here are plant shelves. They're here so that you can place your plants down to grow. And at the end of this room is a slider door that takes you out to the balcony. This balcony connects to my room as well. That way, we can meet out here without having to walk into each other's room. But look, this is a beautiful landscape. You can see nothing but miles of nature. How the river flows through the forest and rocks. How the clouds move in and out of the mountains in the distance. When you're the goddess of nature, you can't help but admire this type of beauty. Oh, you are clearly tired now. I see you must have had a very long day. I imagine this was pretty eventful for you. It's not every day that a human gets to become a god. Yes, you may lay down on my lap. I will wait as long as it takes for you to wake up. And once you wake up, I'll get you properly dressed for your new life. I'll make sure you become a benign deity. I'll also have my servants making dinner for us. All of this will be waiting for you. But for now, get some rest.